So it's nice to see that I've gone at least a week without talking about a kick streamer. There's nothing wrong with it, but I can feel my brain actively shutting down when I have to talk about something they did. And today, we're keeping that streak going, baby! So yesterday, the channel Wavy Boats posted a video showing this group of teenagers dumping 2 trash cans full of garbage into the ocean. They even got followed by a drone, which shows everyone on the boat thinking they're the coolest people in the world, being like, yeah, spring break, baby! We got one guy hanging off the side of the boat. You can even see one of the guys who dumped the trash into the ocean putting the can over his head like he was gonna get a standing ovation. And what kind of fucking sausage boat is this? There's like 3 girls on there. All of them were trying to figure out how to impress these girls, and one of them's like, hey, doesn't your dad have a boat? And he's like, yeah, but he's not gonna let me take it anywhere unless we throw away all this trash. And he's like, dude, bitches love trash. And apparently they do, because you can see this girl having the time of her life being a part of a crime. What I don't get is how they didn't think they were gonna get caught. They were filmed leaving and coming back and still thought nothing would happen. They must have said something to someone also, because what other reason besides being a pervert is someone going to be filming you and your friends on a boat? And not just that, but zoom in from however far away they are to be able to see exactly what you're doing. What's funny is that they for sure thought they were far enough away from shore for them to do this. They were like, well, if we can't see them, they can't see us. Let's dump it, baby. Spring break, spring break. And it's not like they dumped the trash and then rode off into the sunset victorious. Like I said, they got filmed coming back. And when people hear that a boat full of teenagers did something, a lot of people are going to remember, yeah, I did see this sausage boat pass by me the other day. Full of sausages, man. Couple of little beef patties, but mainly sausages. And also, this is Florida, a heavy boat using state, which is why they were able to identify whose boat this belonged to in less than a day. This tweet says, this boat filled with teens was filmed leaving Boca Bash 2024 in Florida and dumping 2 trash cans full of garbage into the ocean. The boat belongs to Chris and Lisa Ruth, and their son was the captain at the time. At minimum, they should get major fines. Major glory type fines. Now, I didn't know they were leaving a whole event where people basically party on their boats next to each other, like a literal scene out of a spring break movie. But I can guarantee you that when word started spreading about what happened, everyone was quick to point the finger at these kids, because I assume losing your boat privileges in Florida is like getting a DUI or having your license revoked. And guess what? Dude, bitches do not love DUIs. But obviously, because they found out whose boat this belonged to, every single person who was on board the Sausage Express was punished. Here are some alleged Snapchat messages between some of the kids who were on the boat. These were posted under the tweet, but one of them says, yeah, I've been talked to by the cops, we all have. After school, we gotta drive down to the Boca PD department and explain. But we all getting fines and community service, and Charlie probably going to juvie. Jesus Christ, punctuation. Fuck. And then at the bottom it says, that's fucked up though that they threw trash into the water. Yeah, it was either that or get pulled over in the inlet and get arrested, so you know, both would have ended badly. So basically these kids were fucked from the start, which actually makes what I said about them thinking they were far enough out true. Because if they were going to get arrested for having trash, which I'm assuming was just alcohol and condoms, so they're like, guys, there's a big old trash can right there called the ocean. And they're like, no, we're already bagging it up. We're good, we got this. And they're like, what about if we dumped it in the ocean? And they're like, God, we got it. We're bagging it up. And he's like, what if we dumped it in the ocean? And I like how all of them got fined, not just the 2 who dumped the trash, which I mean all of them on the boat knew what was happening according to these Snapchat messages. But this Instagram post says, all fined and 1,000 supervised community service hours, each with an environmental nonprofit. I like how they emphasize supervised, meaning that by the end of this, they're either going to see how important nature is, or just harness that hate and drive a fucking trash truck into the ocean. And also, I don't think anyone realizes how long 1,000 hours of community service actually is. I would rather pay double, maybe triple the amount of my fine than do community service. Like, just look at this. 1,000 hours consecutively is just over 41 days. This isn't prison labor, so at max they'd be doing 1 to 2, maybe 3 hours of community service a day, or depending on how frequently it's scheduled. But at just 2 hours a day, it would take them 500 days to complete their service. Maybe on the weekends they can push out a few more hours, but trust me, I don't think any of these kids are in a rush to do their community service. It does say though at the end of the caption, unfortunately, I'm sure they are not the only ones who do this, they are the only ones who got caught on film. Which is like, god damn, is that a problem y'all got in Florida? I know in California we got people throwing trash on the street, but that's easy, like, we can confine that. Yeah, dirtbags don't shit into the ocean? Has India taught you nothing? But yeah, guys, if you have trash and you need to throw it away, the ocean is never a good spot. I assume that was just Common sense, but as Florida has taught us once again, expect the unexpected. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.